let's take a look at our top selections.
Hi, everyone. Plenty of action this weekend out in California. 2 stakes races on Saturday at Santa Anita, the Crystal Water for Cowbreds at a mile on grass, and the Grade 2 Santa Margarita for fillies and mares at a mile and 1/8 on the main track. Also on Saturday, just a reminder that there are 6 stakes races at Golden Gate Fields, including the Grade 3 San Francisco Mile. I'll be talking about the San Francisco Mile in a separate segment, but for now, we're going to talk about the Crystal Water, and it's race number 1 on Saturday at Santa Anita. This race is named after one of the best Cowbreds to ever set foot in the Golden State. His name was Crystal Water. He won the 1977 Santa Anita Handicap. He won the Hollywood Gold Cup, the Hollywood Derby, and the Oak Tree Invitational. And I say this all the time, but it's cool to have some of these old traditional stakes races named after some of the greats that have raced out in California. The Crystal Water Stakes, a mile on grass, and this race has been a bonanza for long shots since the race was switched back to grass in 2014. Wait till you see the win payoffs on some of the recent winners of the Crystal Water, starting in 2014 when the race returned to grass. Okay, Unusual Heat Wave, 16 and change. Patriots Rule, 19. Poshki, $44 winner. What Have You added some normalcy to the Crystal Water results with a 1-2 win in 2017. And then things got nuts. Soy Fat, he doesn't run on grass, does he? Well, he did in 2018 and paid $96. The Hunted second choice, and last year, Grinning Tiger, gate to wire at $186. So maybe the Crystal Water Stakes is not the type of race in which to bank on a favorite. I don't know about that. I think the favorite in the Crystal Water Stakes is relatively solid. Let's go ahead and take a look at the field. And I expect number 1, North County Guy, to be the favorite off back-to-back wins. We'll talk about him a little bit more in just a minute. And I just want to remind everyone that whether you're betting the Crystal Water or not, you might want to monitor the results if you do plan to bet the San Francisco Mile later on Saturday. I say that because North County Guy's win last time out was against Bordertown and Brown Storm. Both those horses are entered in the San Francisco Mile, race 9 on Saturday. Acclimate has speed. Desmond Doss had trouble last time out. We'll talk about him in a minute. Brando the Bartender is an 8-year-old bulldog. He's won 7 races, including a stakes race last time out. And Prodigal Son, not really sure what he's doing in the race. Okay. North County Guy is the favorite, and we'll talk about him in just a second. But before we get to North County Guy, I want to talk about a horse that had a ton of trouble last time out, and that is Desmond Doss, and it was in the Sensational Star, a turf sprint last time out. Now, a turf sprint, and now he's going to a mile, but we already know that Desmond Doss can, in fact, run 2 turns. But wait until you see his trip last time out in the Sensational Star. Let's roll the tape and you'll see Desmond Doss down on the inside in the Nick Alexander Silks. And this poor guy has nowhere to go. He's blocked, he's steadied, he's blocked, he's steadied, nowhere to go down on the inside. You can call Abel Cedillo names if you want to, but it really wasn't his fault. Grass racing sometimes lends itself to trouble, especially, and this might sound counterintuitive, especially when a jockey like Cedillo rides the horse like he is supposed to ride on grass. Grass races are won by horses that can save ground, which is exactly what Cedillo did last time out. Save ground and kick home. So my point is, I'm not going to blame Cedillo. He just got stuck inside and room did not develop. But you saw how Desmond Doss finished last time out, and he finished well, and he does have 2-turn form. So he is a definite contender. But let's go back and take a look at that same race and watch Brando the Bartender once again, winning for the 7th time in 42 career starts. This guy is just fun to watch. He was claimed, I think, 3 years ago by trainer Craig Galassi, and his ownership group is having a ton of fun with this guy. He wins races. He's 8 years old. He shows up every time. He doesn't always win, but he always does fire, and he certainly fired in the Sensational Star. Powerful win by Brando the Bartender, who stretches out at the top of his game and enters as, I believe, the 2nd choice in the race, and he is a definite contender. But the horse to beat is arguably the sharpest horse in the field, and it's number 1, North County Guy. North County Guy has been on a roll for trainer Richard Baltus. In fact, he won 2 starts back. He won a 1 1/8 mile grass race called the Cal Cup Turf Classic, followed by an impressive win in an allowance race. Let's go ahead and take a look at his two most starts by North County Guy. And here he is. He's a gray son of the Pamplemousse. The Pamplemousse was a fast horse, didn't become much of a sire. North County Guy is his best progeny. And North County Guy is going to win the race. This is the Turf Classic by a neck over Heck Yeah and Acclimate. And then he would come right back on March 7th against arguably a better field and a more powerful performance, at least in terms of margin of victory. He won by more than 2 lengths going away, and he beat 2 good horses. Border Town and Brown Storm are both contenders later on Saturday in the San Francisco Mile. So that's North County Guy. He won with something left. He has tactical speed. He can finish. He's drawn inside. He can do a mile, and I think he's going to be very, very tough to beat for trainer Richard Baltus. Now, as far as wagering value goes in a 6-horse field, I don't really know how we can squeeze any value out of this race other than just recognize the obvious, and that is that North County Guy will be very tough to beat. Brando the Bartender is sharp. Desmond Doss had trouble last time out. Acclimate drops in class and has speed. He's probably going to take the field as far as he can. Irish Heatwave and Prodigal Son are kind of difficult to like, at least for me. When all is said and done, the Crystal Water Stakes, despite its long shot history in recent years, I think it goes right through the favorite. That is North County Guy in race 1, Saturday at Santa Anita.